Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this Monday, Wednesday, Friday episode of Ludo, Lingo. We're doing something new again. That seems to be what we like to do. Just do new things every week. So, a really important, for us at least, big release happened this week of Dark Souls 2. So, we're going to be talking about that. Instead of having 3 different segments, we're just going to be having a Dark Souls week.
It's too much to talk about.
It'll be one conversation, but split into, of course, three videos for you guys to listen to. So,
I guess if it goes on for too long, it might be more than 3 videos.
Yeah, just maybe we'll have a Tuesday or Thursday. I don't know, but geez, where do you want to start? Well, you should start because Jesse likes this game, or enjoys this game, I don't know, more than me.
Okay, well, let's just say, okay, I have a question, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is harder than the other 2? Because I do.
That's an interesting question. I think it's definitely harder than Dark Souls so far, and if I'm judging by how many times I had to replay segments, I don't know with Demon Souls because I don't know, but that's also because Demon Souls was the first time I'd ever played it. I was a lot younger, and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think it's I don't know how to put this into words. Like, it stays hard longer. Like, because with Demon Souls, the first level for me it was super hard to get into, but then after I beat that one, the other levels were like boom, boom, boom. Like I could just do them.
Okay.
Whereas with Dark Souls, like, I'll play a segment 20 times and then get it. And I'm like, okay, the next segment will be easier. But then I'll have to play that 20, 25 times and then and every segment is as hard or even harder than the last one, which even with Dark Souls, the difficulty curve was like sloped down. So it was easier as you went along, I found anyway. But with this one, it's it's like the same or harder as you go. I'm only on like the 4th or 5th area, so I can't say for sure yet, but
yeah. I think, I don't know how to explain it, but I think it's more, because there's more places you can go from the beginning. Like, seriously, I got really far into the game, and then I was like, there's no way I've gotten this far, and you can't get to the area that they let you play in the beta. That the area wouldn't be at the end of the game.
I didn't play the beta, so I don't know which one it is.
I know, it's a forest area. Not the first forest area. It's another forest. But I was like, I know they wouldn't have let us play part of the end of the game.
Right.
So I missed something, and I couldn't go anywhere. I was like, okay. I ran around for like an hour and a half, and I was like, there's nowhere to go in any of these areas anymore. So I went back, and I had to look something up because I was completely lost. So I looked up like the progression that you're supposed to go in. Yeah. And like the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th areas that you're supposed to go to, I didn't go to. And I was already on like 20. I was like, how is this possible?
So between like 5 and 11, there would have been like this, like, how would you even play it? It would be so hard.
I don't know. I have no idea. That's what I mean. Like, I completely skipped 5 areas that I had to go to.
Right.
And I still made it through, but it was hard.
But at the beginning, it was the same with Dark Souls 1. I kept going the wrong way. But in Dark Souls 2, there's only 2 ways you can go. You can go to the Forest of the Fallen Giants at first, or you can go to where the big knights in the castle are. I forget what it's called. So obviously after 3 or 4 times of dying from the knights, I was like, okay, this is the wrong way. I have to go the other way. So I went to the Forest of the Fallen Giants, and then once you go there, you have to go back to Majula.
Yeah.
And then you have to go to the castle. Right?
Not really, because once you go through the forest, that leads you to the next place after the forest.
But once you beat the boss that rips his arm off, the last giant or something, it's a dead end. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, but beating him allows you to go to the next boss in that area.
Really? Well, where the heck do you go? Through the hole.
No, you have to go like past this Ninja Turtle guy. Ninja Turtle looking guy. You haven't seen the Ninja Turtles?
No, I haven't looked. I know what the Ninja Turtles are, but
No, but I mean in the game.
no, I
There's like
haven't.
these massive turtles that have clubs.
I haven't looked up anything. I'm just playing it by myself.
No, I don't mean looked up. Like found him in the game, I mean.
No.
Because you have to pass him, the first one you find, which is in the area where you get the white sign soapstone. Did you get that?
Of course, yeah.
Which is right there. You pass that, and then you get to this other area where if you fought that other guy, you get a key. The last giant or whatever, you get a key that opens a door over there that leads you to the next boss, which takes you to the next area, which again leads to another area.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And then, or if you go to the night place, that leads to 2 more areas, which also leads to another area of like 5 areas that I missed.
well, I did the night area. I keep forgetting what it's called, which led me to No Man's Wharf, which
Yeah.
which now has led me to I don't know. That's when I stopped, but I forget this new area after. Like the ship takes you to some new area.
See, I didn't do that at all. Once I got to No Man's Wharf, I didn't find that lever that brings the ship in.
Okay.
So I just left that area. I was like, okay, this is pointless. There's nothing to do here. It's a dead end. So I ended up getting to the other side of that ship area by going through that entire other area, which is from that, when you beat the last giant, you go up, and then that takes you to another area. You go through that area
Okay, so
entirely.
when you beat the last giant, you get a key. Yes. But
Yes.
so just try briefly to explain where this door is that it opens. It's
Okay.
it's in the
There's
Fallen
multiple
Giants
doors.
area.
Kind of. It opens like 4 doors in that area.
It also
Maybe
opens
it's
the
3.
blacksmith door in Manjula. It does. I promise you.
Is it the soldier's key?
Oh, I don't know. But
That's
after
the key.
after I did the Force of the Fallen Giants, I could open the blacksmith. But anyway,
I don't know if you have the right key then, but I swore it was you had to beat the last giant to get that key.
so
But-
all of the doors that are locked in Force of the Fallen Giants can be opened after you beat the first boss.
If you have the soldier's key, I think that's what you get. You get it around there somewhere.
Okay.
But that leads to the pursuer boss, which takes you to another area.
Is it hard?
No.
Okay.
See, at the beginning of the game, I was kind of concerned. I was like, these bosses kind of seem similar because there's like 3 of them that are kind of just knights, and I was like,
Oh.
these don't seem like the dragon rider or whatever. He was just a regular guy,
Yeah. With a huge
and then
spear.
the pursuer's a regular guy, but he's floating. And there's somebody else, but now that I've gotten way farther in the game, there's ridiculous bosses.
Well, I really liked the design of the No Man's Wharf one, where it was 2 people
Yeah.
who were tied together back to back. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was so cool.
Anyways, let's see, I knew this was gonna happen. What were we? We were talking about difficulty.
Your difficulty,
Somehow
yeah.
Somehow, I was talking about difficulty because of like how you can completely miss areas.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know
I
if that's a
think-
case against what I'm saying.
Well, it's also
Well-
that's a design thing, not really a difficulty thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's even upped in Dark Souls 2, because I remember the thing that you mostly, but everyone was talking about in Dark Souls 2 was like how awesome the world was, and you'd finish an area and then an elevator, and then you'd be like, oh, I'm right here, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But I
that's
think
happened
in
a few
Dark
times.
Souls 2, it's even like, whoa, it's even way more.
Yes, but it is in a different way, because I think they're more like contained shortcuts. Like almost every world has, you get to the boss or you get halfway through the level and then you create a shortcut.
Right.
That happens a lot. But in the original Dark Souls, it was more like you go through an entire area and then realize you just went in a circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of different. Wow. Yeah. So I think they went back to Demon Souls with a lot of things. Like the health going down is definitely Demon Souls,
Mm.
because that didn't happen in Dark Souls. If you were dead, you had full health still.
Yeah.
In Demon Souls, it would go to half permanently unless you had the ring that was 75. That's in this also. But it goes down gradually. And then you've got the girl. But basically, I think that everything that they went back to Demon Souls for are the only bad parts about the game, which is weird. That health thing, the health going down, I think is kind of silly because it stops you from wanting to explore because you're like, well, I'm just going to lose more health.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
And then the other thing where you have to go back to the main place to level up.
Yeah, but that's easy.
Kind of silly. I guess, but the loading screens aren't exactly fast. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But that's like Demon Souls.
But I think
and you have
like
talk to the girl.
I think it helps the atmosphere, having to upgrade through a person rather than a bonfire.
Well, yeah, it makes that main place seem way more friendly.
Yeah.
Like you're always going back there, and you're like, yeah, okay, I can just stand here and not die.
Yeah.
And then as you go through the game, you find all these people, and they all go back there.
Yeah.
That's like both of the other games, but